You're not ready for this, because Apple might have just made the boldest move in iPhone design since the notch. And no, I'm not talking about titanium frames or AI features. I'm talking about lavender. Yep, a new color sounds simple, right? But this shade is causing serious waves online, and it might say more about Apple's future than you'd expect. Welcome back, viewers. Sam here. While you're here, go ahead and like the video, share it with your favorite tech buddy, and hit that subscribe button for more fun, deep dive updates just like this. All right, let's get into it. So, Apple's tossing in a fresh lavender color for the base model of the iPhone 17, and people are losing their minds. Not because it's just purple, but because Apple finally got purple right. Forget the too dark, deep purple from the 14 Pro or that washed out shade on the 14 Plus. This time, it's soft, classy, just the right balance between bold and beautiful. It's like someone finally opened the crayon box and picked the exact purple everyone actually imagined. And here's the kicker, it's not limited to the expensive models. This one's coming to the base iPhone 17. For anyone tired of space gray and starlight, this is a big mood shift. It's not just a color, it's a whole vibe upgrade. Now let's talk numbers, because the internet's already speaking up. In a recent poll, 39% loved the new lavender, it's fine, and a spicy 8% said it's still not purple enough. Yep, welcome to the weird world of color politics and tech. But majority rules, and most people are loving it. Of course, the lavender love story isn't the only thing happening with the iPhone 17. Under the hood, the base model is expected to carry forward Apple's Third M chip, likely its last appearance before the iPhone 18 jumps to the futuristic Sugame 20. That means whether you realize it or not, you're looking at the final chapter of an era in Apple Silicon, the last of its kind. Now if you're wondering, is that all Apple's bringing to the table this year? A new color and a slightly thinner phone? Oh no, stay with me because it gets wild from here. Let's talk about the iPhone 17 Air, or Slim, depending on which leak you believe. This ultra-thin model is getting some serious buzz, and not all of it is good. Thinner body, sure. But at what cost? Rumor has it we're looking at reduced battery life, and Apple might actually be ditching promotion. Yes, downgrading the screen back to 60Hz. Imagine that, your expensive thin iPhone, but your scrolling feels like it's from 2018. But wait, before you rage quit the video, here's where things flip. The base iPhone 17 might finally be getting promotion for the first time ever. So the cheap one's going fancy while the slim one's going backwards. This alone is causing massive confusion in the Apple community. And that's just scratching the surface. Because alongside the iPhone 17 lineup, Apple's cooking up surprise launches for the fall. Think new AirPods Pro with heart rate sensors and customizable noise canceling. A brighter, thinner Apple Watch Ultra 3. Oh, and something called the HomePad. No, not a typo. The HomePad is rumored to be this hybrid love child of a HomePod and an iPad, smart display meets speaker meets Siri. Weird, maybe, but also kind of genius. Speaking of Siri, guess who's been called in to fix Apple's oldest problem? Mike Rockwell. The mastermind behind Vision Pro is now reportedly leading the Siri overhaul. That's huge, because if Siri finally gets smart, like actually smart, Apple's whole ecosystem could shift overnight. Meanwhile, Apple's been quietly prepping its next gen squad of leaders. While Tim Cook and Craig Federighi are still front and center, insiders say people like Alan Dye, yes, the guy who brought us Dynamic Island, and John Ternus, Mr. Mac Hardware himself, are quietly rising. Some believe one of them could actually take the CEO spot someday. Now back to design, because here's something bold. Early dummy units of the iPhone 17 show a massive rear camera island on the Pro models. Some say it's too bulky. Others love the industrial look. But if you're not into that chunky vibe, the lavender base model might just hit that perfect sweet spot, fresh color, classic design, no weird camera lump. And while we're talking future, strap in, because Apple's already testing a completely clean front display for the 2027 iPhone. No punch hole, no notch, just pure uninterrupted screen. Imagine the iPhone as one sleek piece of glass. That's where we're headed. Meanwhile, Samsung is coming in hot with the Galaxy S26 in its brand, Tunda Megamem Exynos 600 chip, meaning this fall could be a major battleground. But Apple's doing what it always does best, making subtle moves that hit hard. So is the iPhone 17 the game changer you've been waiting for? Or just a carefully calculated warm-up before the real innovation starts with iPhone 18 and the foldable iPhone in 2026? Let me know in the comments. Do you care about the lavender iPhone, or are you holding out for the Summit M chip wave? And if Apple really drops a HomePad, would you get one for your smart home? This was just the beginning. We've got a lot more Apple juice to spill in this video. So grab a snack, stay locked in, and let's dive deeper. Let's zoom in on the iOS 26 beta. Because, oh boy, it's not your average yearly refresh. This one packs serious upgrades. The kind of stuff that makes your iPhone feel brand new again, without even changing the hardware. At the center of it all, Intelligent Apple is pushing a smarter ecosystem with iOS 26, starting with a more context-aware Siri. No more shouting exact commands. Siri's getting better at picking up on natural phrases, handling follow-ups, and performing multi-step actions. And if you're using AirPods, get this, Siri now adjusts noise cancellation automatically based on your environment. So when you're walking into a noisy cafe, it knows. Magic, almost. The lock screen's also getting some love. Apple is testing interactive live activities that let you do way more without unlocking your phone, like replying to a text, managing timers, or even controlling music with a full-on mini player, all from the lock screen. And for the productivity junkies, notes and reminders are getting a major overhaul with shared checklists, voice tagging, and smarter grouping. It's subtle, but when you start using it, it's like having a personal assistant built into your brain. Battery health tracking is also expanding. Now, instead of just telling you the maximum capacity, iOS 26 breaks down charging patterns, usage trends, and gives you tips on preserving long-term health. Pair that with a new smart charging toggle that adapts based on your travel schedule. Yes, it checks your calendar and suddenly your phone feels thoughtful. And hey, gamers, Apple didn't forget you. Game mode is now part of iOS 26, optimizing background processes and boosting frame stability when you launch high-performance games. Plus, a new Game Center overlay lets you see live party chats and friend status without ever leaving the app. Finally, some love for mobile gamers. Of course, every update comes with some debate. Some users feel Apple's UI is getting cluttered. Others say it's about time the OS felt more dynamic. But one thing's for sure, iOS 26 isn't a boring update. It's Apple setting the stage for what's next: AI, first ambient, and ultra-personal. And this ties right back into hardware. If the iPhone 17 is the last third-M generation, then iOS 26 is its perfect partner. A swan song update that squeezes every last drop of performance from Apple's silicon legacy. We're just getting started. Coming up, we'll talk about the new chip war brewing between Apple and Samsung, and how Google's AI-powered Pixel 10 is throwing a curveball into the entire conversation. Stay with me because the next chapter gets even juicier. Now, let's dive into the wearables game, because Apple Watch Ultra 3 and AirPods Pro 3 might be stealthily becoming the stars of this year's lineup. Starting with the Ultra 3, Apple is expected to roll out a brighter display with thinner bezels, a faster new chip, and potentially even satellite connectivity. Imagine making a call or sharing your location from the middle of nowhere without a cellular plan. That's wild. But what really stands out this year? Health features. Apple may finally introduce blood pressure trend tracking. Not quite full on blood pressure monitoring yet, but still a big leap for anyone serious about health tracking. Rumors suggest it could also alert you about sudden spikes or drops over time, making it more preventive than reactive. That's smart tech. Now for the AirPods Pro 3, this might be Apple's sneakiest upgrade yet. The new model could include built-in heart rate sensors, skin temperature tracking, and even a hearing health tool that scans for signs of hearing decline. And here's where it gets even cooler: noise cancellation that adapts in real time based on your surroundings and your activity. Jogging in a park, it'll tune in more ambient sound. On a plane, maximum isolation. Your ears basically get their own personal assistant. Design-wise, the AirPods Pro 3 might get a more compact case and stemless design, but that's still in flux. What seems certain is tighter integration with Siri and iOS 26. Like, imagine lifting your AirPods to your ear and Siri giving you a summary of your day, calendar, events, weather, top news stories, total C5 vibe, but we're almost there. As Apple leans harder into health, ambient computing, and AI, it's clear the wearables are no longer side accessories. They're the interface between you and your digital world. And when all these pieces, iPhone, watch, AirPods, start working together like one big synchronized system, it doesn't just feel smart, it feels inevitable. Up next, we're diving into the real battleground: Apple's chip legacy vs Samsung's TIGM future vs Google's AI push with the Pixel 10. Who's really winning? Stick around and you'll find out.